All right, so this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius. And for the Sagittarius that I'm reading for today, you have some pretty amazing energy, some pretty amazing manifesting energy. Whoever I'm speaking to right now who connects with this reading is really packing a spiritual punch in a great way, so I'm really excited to get into it. Before I dive into your reading, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for receiving this reading. If you would like a personal reading, I do offer them on my website, ejstarot.com, so you can go there. It's linked down below in the description box if you'd like to book a reading with me. And if this reading resonates with you, please take a moment to like and subscribe, as that helps me out a lot. Also, I am dog sitting right now, so you might hear the dogs barking at some points. I'll try to pause when that happens, but it can be a little bit unpredictable. But anyway, Sagittarius, let's look at what you have. Your oracle cards are Abundance, the Creator, and the Master. So you are literally creating abundance for yourself, and Spirit's showing me that you've mastered this process. You've mastered this ability to manifest, to work in harmony with the universe. And if you're feeling like humble and you're thinking, oh, I haven't mastered anything, maybe you haven't mastered it yet, but you're definitely well on your way to understanding how to work with the universe to manifest what you want and need, how to be in flow. Or that could be a big part of your journey. On the abundance card, we have the moon and the sun pictured, and they're in perfect harmony with one another. So that could be part of what you're moving through spiritually, is finding that harmony within yourself to create abundance. Now, your overall energy for the reading is the Four of Swords, which is really about rest, not worrying about anything, being very calm, being very peaceful. It's also a card of meditation, so some of you might be meditating, or you might be getting in touch with yourself or with a higher power through meditation or through those quiet moments of stillness. Even if you don't meditate, there's something that you do that lets you go within in a very peaceful way, and that helps you manifest. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. When I clarified the Four of Swords, I got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess. So this is a really powerful energy, because you're saying to me, I don't need to try hard. I don't need to bust my ass trying to make things happen. I trust that what is meant for me will come. You're showing me this harmony between your heart and your mind, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. And with the High Priestess as well, you're showing me that you trust in what Spirit has for you, you trust in what the universe has for you, and you trust in your higher self, that you're going to act from your higher self, that you're going to be your best self. And with that, you're like, everything's going to work out. Everything is good here. Which I really love to see. It's also saying, like, I know when to take action and I know when to step back and kind of let the rivers of the universe flow. And you don't have any worries there, which is really great, really good to see. In the recent past, we have the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician. So you're showing me this is that point in the past where you stepped into the flow, or you started to co-create with the universe with the Magician card. And you're showing me that you started to act from your heart, the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. You shifted into this heart space energy, this love energy. And when we shift into moving from our hearts, we start to connect authentically with what's going on around us and also within ourselves. And it's a really, really good energy to be in, because you're relaxed, you're confident, you're feeling good, and that energy starts to ripple out from you, create that effect where everything it touches starts to respond to you as well. And that's where the Magician card comes in too. Now let's take a look at this energy in the past. Let's dive into it with the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Judgment card. You're showing me that you were moving in this direction for a long time, or you said to yourself, it might take me a long time to get where I'm going to go, but that's actually okay. I feel good about it. I feel good about myself. And again, you're showing me that trust in yourself and in the universe that no matter where I'm going, I'm going to end up there and I'm going to be all right. And it gives you a certain sense of purpose as well. Whereas even if you don't know exactly where you're going, you have your heart open. And so it's kind of like nothing can go wrong because my heart is open throughout the experience and I can really handle anything from that perspective. Really, really beautiful energy for you. Let's take a look at the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. This is interesting. You're showing me that in the past, it was very hard for you to be by yourself or to be alone. You could have seen it as a deficiency. You could have seen it as like you're impatient to find someone or to connect to other people. But the Wheel of Fortune is here because you switched out of that energy. You shifted that energy into an energy of confidence. With the King of Swords, that's being very firm and resolute in who you are, knowing who you are, and saying, actually, with or without someone else, I'm perfectly fine, I'm perfectly capable, and you might even start to see some positives to being who you are specifically, whether or not you're partnered. You might have a partner, you might have a community, others of you might feel more independent, but you're kind of showing me with or without anyone else, I'm me, and that's the most important thing, which makes you very powerful, makes you very confident, and really makes you a force to be reckoned with. Let's take a look at the Magician here. The Page of Swords, the 2 of Cups, the 9 of Cups. You stopped asking about how other people feel about you. You know, does this person like me? Does this person think highly of me? Do they respect me? What's going on over here? What's going on over there? You're showing me that you stopped asking those questions, and that immediately brought in a lot of healing energy for you, because whether you knew it or not, when you put your energy and your attention in other people or other places, it took that energy away from you and it placed your power in other people's hands. And so I see there being very healing energy over you as you take your power back, and as you stop asking so much about what other people are doing, you start to find more happiness within yourself. So you're showing me a really strong spiritual background here. You're saying, I don't need to know what's going on with anyone else because I got me. And then in the current energy with the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, that actually draws in some really good energies towards you because you're so solid in yourself. It creates an energy where other people want to be around you. You feel confident, you feel stable, you don't feel like imbalanced in any way, and so instantly that draws your energy up and out, and others feel that as well. Let's take a look at the 10 of Cups. You're showing me there's a lot of people you have to share your good energies with. For the 10 of Cups, we got the 9 of Wands, the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands. You're showing me a reflective energy of sort of like, I understand how I've been closed off to community in the past, and by understanding that, it also opens you up to community in the future. And so it's interesting because you're saying, I have been through a lot. You know, I have been exhausted. I have been burned in the past. But I don't have to let that stop me from being in the now moment, and I don't have to let that stop me from connecting with other people in the future. So you have a very strong self-reflective energy, and it's helping you out a lot as you move forward. Let's look at the 6 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the King of Cups, the 4 of Cups. You're also showing me here that you're sort of overcoming some stress about not being wanted or not being loved. For some of you, this could be a really deep wound about validation and receiving love from a parent figure that has then fed into your life, or you could be a parent and you were stressed about your relationship with your children or something like that. But you're showing me that you're overcoming that feeling, and that you are starting to work with yourself to address some of those wounds connected to love, and some of those fears. Let's take a look at the Three of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Lovers, the Chariot. And then with all of that energy, it really accumulates in you being very open to whatever comes next. Possibly wondering, like, who am I going to connect with next? Is it going to be someone from my past? Is it going to be someone totally new? Maybe you have a lot of different relationships that feel really good around you and you're kind of wondering which one. But it doesn't really matter. What matters is the energy of openness that you bring to those connections, and it allows them to kind of be magnetized towards you, is what I'm seeing. In the near future, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Sun. So you have a new opportunity right around the corner for you, Sagittarius. And this is something that it's not just something you're going to think about or dream about or feel spiritually, although it will be all of those things too. This is going to be something that I just heard hits you in the eye like a square pizza pie or something. Isn't that a line something similar to like American Pie? I don't know. But this is going to be something that hits you in the face in a great way. You're manifesting something that's coming down into the material world. So all of the spiritual work that you're showing me, all of the confidence that you've been building, the emotional capacity, the depth, going with the flow, creating with the universe, it culminates in something real for you, a real opportunity. For many of you, I'm seeing this could be connected to work, but for others of you, this could be really anything that makes you happy. Something that represents a commitment. In the past, it might have felt blocked off. It might have felt like, why isn't anything coming through? I'm getting the image of someone searching for a job and maybe applying for jobs, applying for 100 jobs, 200 jobs, and just nothing coming through. Or maybe you have been looking to start a family and you've tried a bunch of different ways and nothing's worked out. Spirit's showing you with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, it didn't work out at the time because your higher self needed to become aligned with a specific opportunity. And I see that specific opportunity being right around the corner for you. And it almost like falls into your lap and makes you think, well, why did I struggle for so long? Now it's right here, or something like that. Let's take a look at that opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, the Fool, the Six of Wands. It's going to come to you just at the point where you've started to question if anything's going to happen. And right when you go over that ledge of who knows what's going to happen, fuck it, I'm just going to do whatever, that's when this thing comes to you and it catches you. And it requires you to be confident enough to step into this opportunity, and to let go of any energies that were weighing you down so that you're fully open for this. And you're kind of showing me I am confident. You have this like deep spiritual trust in the universe and in yourself that allows you to go down paths as they're presented to you. So I'm not super worried about it, but on a human, earthly level, on a material level, you could get kind of nervous sometimes with the practicalities. Is this going to come through? Is it not? Am I ever going to see the other side of whatever this struggle is? And I'm seeing that you are. We have the Sun card here, which is happiness, truth, success. Let's take a look at the Sun. The Queen of Swords, the Temperance card, the Knight of Wands. This is aligning with you as we speak. It's something that, from a logical perspective, it's going to feel like it's taking forever. But then when it shows up, your heart space and your passion, your energy is going to respond to this immediately. And you're going to see this opportunity, and it's just going to align so well with you that without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to be like, yes, this is it. This is the thing that I'm meant to go for. It's almost like you're waiting for it, or you're prepared to step into it. but it has to catch up to you. The energy has to arrive and meet you there. And I'm seeing that it's almost there, but not quite. For some of you, August could be significant. 6 weeks from now could be significant from whenever you're getting this reading. Don't take that if it doesn't resonate. These readings are timeless. But Spirit's saying, a watched pot never boils with the Hermit and the Seven of Swords. So if you're holding on to this for dear life, it's not going to arrive, on your timeline. There's something about really opening up here and moving down the path of your life, knowing that this is coming to meet you. And I think that, when you're able to rest your mind and believe and have faith and be hopeful, you know that this is coming for you. You can feel it. You're intuitive. But then there are other times where you put that sword back up, Queen of Swords, and you feel like you have to logic your way through everything and be the best and be the most strategic and express yourself perfectly. And you don't. You just have to be yourself, and you just have to show up for this opportunity and let it come in for you. I did want to kind of see if we could get a sense of what this is specifically, but Spirit's not showing me that. So I'm just going to ask for 3 cards of advice from the universe, and then we'll close out the reading. We have the World, the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Wands. Wow, that is some advice if I ever saw it, with the 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. With the World card and the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit is saying you did it. You did your part. You did everything you need to do. You walked through fire. You closed out chapters. You learned what you needed to learn. You did it with the World. With the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Wands, now it's time for this to come towards you. Now it's time for you to step into motion, step into action, and 6 of Swords, move towards your destiny. So, without further ado, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. I hope this helps. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you next time.